Like head, shoulder, why am I touch? I do head, shoulders, knees and toes. I touched my shoulders when I said head.
You're actually 5. Hey guys, welcome to Xbox On, and this is Deals of the Week.
Every single week we take a look at some of the best deals that you can get your hands on, so let's see what you can get this week.
I think I smell a barbecue.
It's 1998. Your shelves are full of Furbies, Google isn't even mainstream yet, and you just ran to Blockbusters to rent the latest games. You settle in on the floor in front of your huge, state-of-the-art CRT TV and play Spyro for the first time.
Jump back to 2019, you've probably got responsibilities and taxes to pay and all that adult stuff. But a sweet dose of nostalgia always helps, this time with an Xbox controller in hand.
Spyro Reignited hit our screens last year and includes remasters of all 3 of the first Spyro games, bringing sparkle and polish and actual facial expressions to the characters while retaining the same cutesy vibe.
Tom Kenny also re-recorded his lines in high fidelity for the release.
What about Nasty Nork? I'm going after him.
It's super cute and a throwback that really showcases just how much games have evolved over the years, particularly with all those important Xbox One X enhancements.
Grab Spyro Reignited for 25% off this week with Xbox Live Gold.
Who are you again?
And if Spyro wasn't enough to satisfy your appetite for nostalgia, you could check out Crash Bandicoot Sane Trilogy with 35% off this week. Another first for the world of Xbox, Crash has been a gaming icon since 1996, and this trilogy remasters and modernizes the first 3 games in the series.
New additions like pause menus and save systems make it a little bit more palatable for the modern gamer. Like Spyro, the visual overhaul adds some lovely textures and more curves while remaining faithful to the original, and again takes advantage of the Xbox One X enhancements to really look its best.
It's a surprisingly difficult game, but you owe it to yourself to attempt the challenge and spin to win. And you're going to rage. I promise you, you are going to rage.
Why? Why must you continue to be a thorn in our side?
If both of those have piqued your interest, then we have good news for you. The Crash Spyro bundle is also on sale, so you can get them both bundled together with 35% off.
Pencil in a weekend of just you, your sofa, a bunch of junk food, and some 90s style fun on Xbox.
I'm getting a little winded.
This next deal gives you 3 awesome games to play in one high-octane pack. The Need for Speed Ultimate Bundle contains Rivals Complete Edition, where a street racing rivalry between cops and racers never stops.
Payback Deluxe Edition, in which you and your crew try and take down a nefarious cartel called The House. And finally, the original Need for Speed Deluxe Edition, where you fight to become an icon of urban car culture in this huge open world.
Originally released to celebrate the 5th anniversary of developer Ghost Games, there's a massive 67% off, so if racing is your thing, this deal has got your name written all over it.
How did they know my name?
I've made my choices. Now you make yours.
Halo Wars 2 lets you sink into the Halo universe in a way different to what you might have experienced already as a fan of the Halo series. This real-time strategy is the second in the Halo Wars series, taking place almost 30 years after the first and immediately after Halo 5.
You awake from cryo sleep having landed on the Forerunner installation, the Ark. And unfortunately, you're not alone. Brute Warlord Atriox has commanded a faction calling themselves the Banished, and unsurprisingly, they want control over the Ark.
In this RTS, you create yourself a nice little base of operations and find resources before deploying your units of men and vehicles to take on the Banished. It's a strategy game that feels at home on a controller, looks fantastic, and is mainly fun to play.
All of that for 50% off this week. There are also discounts on a whole load of DLC packs too, including the Arbiter Leader, Sergeant Johnson, and Serena packs. So if you already own the game and are looking for something to enhance your experience, you can check those out too.
Seek your fortune in the most treacherous Horizon expansion yet, where you'll conquer extreme terrain, lightning storms, and perilous roads in search of hidden treasure.
For those of you who haven't played it, Forza Horizon 4 is probably the best driving game of this generation, and you should definitely be downloading it right now.
Dynamic seasons change everything at the world's greatest automotive festival, so go it alone or team up with others to explore beautiful and historic Britain in a shared open world.
Collect, modify, and drive over 450 cars, race, stunt, create, and explore. Choose your own path to become a Horizon superstar. Don't forget that the base game is available as part of your Xbox Game Pass subscription, so this deal means you get to play even more Forza with a wheel spinning 40% off.
This is Fortune Island.
From the creators of South Park, Trey Parker and Matt Stone, comes South Park: The Fractured But Whole, a sequel to the 2014 award-winning South Park: The Stick of Truth.
Players will once again assume the role of the new kid and join South Park favourites Stan, Kyle, Kenny, and Cartman in a new, hilarious, and outrageous RPG adventure.
Keeping up with the superhero obsession of recent times, The Fractured But Whole lets you create your own character, your own terrible backstory, and develop your own brand of justice as you unveil the darkest conspiracy that South Park has ever faced.
Fight crime alongside Cartman and other residents of the town with a butt-clenching 75% off of the price this week. With great flatulence comes great responsibility.
We dedicate our lives to fighting crime for one reason: to make $1 billion on a superhero franchise.
Have you ever played Monopoly and just wished it was all a bit more real? I mean, I've personally never played Monopoly without wanting to flip a table, which is why I don't play anymore. But the idea of all those houses and hotels turning into actual buildings is still very appealing.
With Monopoly Plus on Xbox, you can even design your own board and make it all come to life. You can play online and challenge your friends to a 1v1 or play with up to 6 players in local multiplayer.
When it's all digital, it also stops people like Benny slipping a bit of money on the side when he thinks no one's looking.
Hey.
Monopoly Plus is 70% off this week on Xbox. I can't wait for the Monopoly Battle Royale.
I'll win that one.
Whoa, you know what you're doing.
Ahead of the sequel's open beta on March 1st, take a trip back to where it all began by downloading Tom Clancy's The Division this week with a staggering 80% off.
An unprecedented pandemic has struck New York City during the fever of Black Friday, and one by one, basic services fail. Just a few days without water or food, society begins to collapse into chaos.
But you're part of The Division, an autonomous unit of tactical agents trained to operate independently, and your mission is simple: protect what remains and restore hope.
Fight your way through a breathtaking urban jungle, dragged into chaos, and take back the city from hostile factions alone or alongside your friends. It's an online-only game, so make the most of working with a team to defeat enemies and complete the missions and bring New York back from the brink.
We don't have much intel, and we don't have the luxury of failure.
Our final deal of the week takes us to Hope County, where a fanatical doomsday cult known as the Project at Eden's Gate are slowly taking over in Far Cry 5.
Their charismatic leader Joseph Seed is the classic Far Cry villain this time around, as he and his siblings do their very best to raise hell for you and the local residents.
This dynamic open world looks stunning in 4K HDR and is always changing.
With so many vehicles and weapons to choose from, guns for hire to accompany you on missions, and of course your new animal companions, it's the usual shoot first and ask questions later that you'd expect from an Xbox One X enhanced Far Cry game.
And with the recent release of the game's sequel, Far Cry New Dawn, now is the perfect time to get yourself up to speed with the series, as there is a whopping 60% off.
Make no treaty with them! And show them no mercy.
So there we have it, guys. Those are the brand new deals that you can pick up on your Xbox One this week. Make sure to let us know what you think down in the comments below. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on future content.
Don't forget to check out us over on mixer.com/XboxOn, where we're playing a whole host of games, new releases and old, for your entertainment. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.